yeah, there's definitely a bump here. I think despite me being fat, you can definitely tell that there's something in there. Hello, and welcome to my little pickle. Little pickle, yeah. I definitely have a topic for this time, and it wasn't any suggestions because I don't know if you can notice something here, but I got a hospital bracelet because baby sent me to the hospital last night. Actually, it had been going on all day yesterday. Essentially what happened is, well, Thanksgiving was this weekend. Technically it was yesterday, but we had it on Sunday. And we were over at Robin's folks' house, you know, spending time with the family. And we knew we were running out of my nausea pills. Figuring that today is 16 weeks, you know, I reasonably thought, hey, maybe I'm not that sick anymore. And of course Robin's like, yeah, let's try it. Let's see how you react. And so I officially ran out of them on Saturday night. And Sundays when we had Thanksgiving dinner. Which, by the way, if you haven't paid attention with my whole aversions to meat and stuff, you'll be happy to know that I was able to eat Thanksgiving dinner. Small portions, but I was able to eat Thanksgiving dinner. We had, instead of a turkey, we decided to do just 2 chickens. And we had, of course, mashed potatoes, we had stuffing, we had vegetables, and we had cheesecake pumpkin pie and cheesecake for dessert. So, and everything was fine. I didn't feel ill at all, and I actually had bought these ginger pills, gravel ginger pills, thinking maybe these ginger pills will help me, and I was under the impression they were helping me because Sunday, I was completely fine. I went through the entire day without feeling sick. I was feeling a little bit gross like before I went to bed, but I usually feel gross before I go to bed, so I didn't think much of it. But it was that morning when I realized, like, oh, I don't feel too well. Then a couple hours later I threw up, and that wouldn't be the first time I threw up. In fact, I threw up a total of 10 times yesterday. With the inability to hold down food, fighting to hold down just a little bit of water. So, we were hoping to wait it out till today, when my doctor would be in the office and be able to give me back my prescription. And once I threw up dark green bile, it was time to go to the hospital. I heard that, you know, it's common to throw up yellow or bright green bile when there's nothing in your stomach and you have to throw up. When it's dark green, probably should go to the hospital. So we did. We went to the hospital. We got there, we left the house probably around 7:30. So we got to the hospital approximately 7:45 in the evening, and we waited a little bit. Like, it wasn't too busy technically, at least like we got to our section at a reasonable time. And it was a little bit of a wait till I got officially admitted in. You can also see my little, I don't know if you can see that, I got a few battle scars here from an IV. Yes, the doctors and nurses decided the best thing for me as a essentially 16-week pregnant lady was to get an IV with the medication and with some fluids, because I looked pale. I'm very white to begin with. I looked even more white. Robin was such a trooper, like this guy, he's the real MVP. He was willing to deal with me throwing up. We had to get a bucket on the way home because it's a 3.5-hour trip back from Robin's folks' place. I threw up twice in the car. Robin tried encouraging me just to even drink chicken broth because we've heard that if you can't eat anything, try at least ingesting some chicken broth because it has quite a lot of nutrients that maybe you just can't eat. So I tried, I couldn't stomach it very well. You know, I only had like 4 spoonfuls of chicken broth. and he was willing to drive me there. He paid for parking because unfortunately the emergency thing was full. And he stuck by my side almost the entire time, supporting me. I threw up 2 more times in the hospital. No, I only threw up once in the hospital. I had my bucket with me as we waited for the doctor to call me in, and I struck up a little bit of conversation with a few others that were waiting as well. None of them were pregnant, but I struck up some good conversations with other women there. So Robin joined me to get the IV in my arm. I'm not a fan of IVs. I'm not a fan of needles in general. I'm not scared of them. I just don't like them. So got the IV in, and they just said, you don't need to lay in a bed, so just sit down in the waiting area with your pole, your IV pole. So I did that, went outside, and waited. Robin decided, you know what, I'm going to reduce the cost of parking. I'm just going to go for a drive, grab some Tim Hortons. Just let me know when you're done. I was like, okay, I'll let you know. Struck up more conversations with other women there, and then about 20 minutes, half an hour later, my IV bag was empty. Feeling much better, got my Sofran injection in there, mixed in with the IV, and oh boy, did I feel so much better after that IV. Like, after those fluids came to my body, they said the color was back in my face, so phew. We were there till about 11:30. Called Robin, he came pick me up, and essentially I went to bed right after, and I am actually taking the day off today. I should be out driving my bus today, but because of what happened yesterday, and I'm still recovering, like, I lost a lot of stomach acid, so I'm still struggling to eat. I'm trying to eat. I am trying to eat, but I'm still replenishing the stomach acids, which I do need to eat. So I'm taking a rest today. I should be back to work tomorrow. Robin actually said that I should keep this bracelet, like not on, but keep the bracelet and put it in a photo album and use it as like a recollection for all the times our children have sent us to the hospital. Come here, child. Come here. Sit right here. Sit right here. Do you see these mounted bracelets here? That was all because of you. Yeah, you sent me to the hospital because I couldn't stop throwing up, and that was all your fault. So anyways, I'm okay now. My little pickle has caused me some trouble, but children will always cause problems. Can't stop that. So I'll see you next week when I'm 17 weeks. Take care, everyone.